Heyo, Quinn Retro Fur here. Welcome to what I'm calling Retro Wednesdays. Definitely being recorded on a Wednesday. So this is going to be a new series, weekly series, where I pick one random or semi-random game from my retro collection, and just play through, as well as chat a little bit about the game and a different topic each week. Just basically kind of a vlog, I guess, but with something interesting, hopefully. This week is Space Station Silicon Valley, as you can see on the screen. For those of you not familiar with this game, it is a Nintendo 64 title. It was released October 98 in Europe, I believe. Oh, look at that. Straight in. Oh, I skipped the intro. So it is basically a 3D kind of puzzle adventure game, somewhat actiony. You play this little microchip guy who can jump between the different robotic animals on a space station. Each of the animals has a different skill set. They have different moves. I mean, it's super basic, right? It's just A and B buttons, really. You have to use those animals to complete the puzzles and sort of unlock your way through the tasks, through the objectives of the level. There you go. You can see my little chip guy running around. You can't survive too long outside the body, so yeah. So this game was developed by DMA Design. Some of you may know that name, hopefully. DMA Design went on to be... oh no, I can't leave the level yet. DMA Design went on to be Rockstar. So the guy's responsible for Grand Theft Auto. But yeah, this was one of their earlier titles. I think this one was also released on PlayStation 1 and maybe Game Boy as well. I'd never played either of the other versions, but I did have this one when I was younger, and I remember it being good fun, but brutally hard in some levels. They also did another excellent N64 game called Body Harvest, which I'm definitely going to get to at some point. Right, what am I doing on this level? Let's have a quick look at the brief. 4 sheep into the pen and find a mouse with wheels. Okay. Let's do this. So, I saw a sheep. There we go. There we go. There's one. Can I switch on the fence? Ah, there you go. That stops them from escaping. So, let's go around the side. Oh, no. I love the ragdoll physics when you leave. Yeah, I don't need to see the dog abilities. Let's go and grab this. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I'm also going to use these sessions as basically a reason to play a lot of the older games that I've got. I've got, a decent amount of old retro games, and I really want to get and to play a few more of them, right? It's so easy to kind of collect games and just have them sit on a shelf, and I think that's it's a bit of a waste, really. Come back here, sheep. I want to find an excuse to actually play these games again, and I think this is a great way of doing it. A great series. So, so that's basically going to be my topic for today as well. It's going to be talking about my own retro games collection, sort of how I got started in, playing games generally, but also, with this... Hey, I'm trying to escape. Get in there. How I got started collecting games, what's in my collection at the moment, what I'm chasing. So, you may notice by the lack of clarity with this video, but where did that sheep go? Oh, he floated over there. Oh, he's making a run for it. So I do play on original hardware. So this is yeah, original N64 hardware, N64 carts. I don't use you know, any of the kind of flash carts that enable you to put multiple games on. There we go. Yeah, I prefer to pick up my own games, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with those sort of flash carts. The only reason I don't do it is just because I find myself getting a little bit paralysed by choice. So if I've got nothing but, you know, if you've got a cart and it's got hundreds or thousands of games on it, I find myself flip-flopping between them. You know, I see a game in the list and I think, oh, that's great. And I'll play it for 10 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, but I saw that other game. Oh, is that the mouse over there? You know, maybe I should go and try that one out. And you find out you never put any real time into them. So that's why, personally, I prefer to play on original hardware with original carts themselves. Plus, you know, it kind of gives the yay, a mouse with wheels. Kind of gives a nostalgic feeling when you're playing on the original hardware and the original games. I also do like to collect games that have their boxes. So my collection is almost entirely boxed, and that is pretty much just because, for me, it's more than just... That's an incredibly cute noise. It's more than just the, you know, the actual sort of playing the games, but the collection aspect for me is being able to see the manual, read through the book, look at the box and the background and everything, and I just... Ooh. Whoa. Oh, I forgot how quick this mouse is. Okay, I need to... Okay, let's do this. Ready? We're gonna race. Race around the pond. Last to finish smells of cheese. I mean, I feel like that's mousist. So yeah, you know, this is... Whoa, look at him go. Oh, drift mouse. Oh no, I've run out of energy. Gotta get enough to get over the jump. Huzzah! I won that, right? I definitely won that one. Okay, well, I'm going to go for the exit anyway. So yeah, I mean, a little bit of background about me, about my collection. So I only actually recently restarted collecting games. It was literally the start of this year, which has also kind of prompted me to start this channel and to start, you know, recording videos. It's as much for myself as sort of motivation to play these games as it is, you know, for anything else. So yeah, I restarted this year back in January, just after seeing, you know, a few other vids online, remembering a lot of games. You know, like a lot of people, when I was growing up, I couldn't afford to keep hold of like huge amounts of games, so I used to sell them. I used to take them and trade them in at Game and Electronics Boutique. Can I turn the camera? Oh, there we go. I used to trade them in so that I could afford the next thing. You know, because of that, I ended up only really having the latest system and never used to hold on to anything. And I kind of missed some of the old games that I used to play, and this is one of them, definitely. So when I got back into the hobby earlier this year, I thought, okay, where am I going to start? I'm going to start with my sort of original love, I would say, which was N64. It was always my favourite console. So I thought, oh, are these switching off? Okay. There we go. Activated the electric fence. I didn't actually look at what I'm doing in this level. Let's have a look. Get something soft and fluffy. Done. Yeah, so I wanted to get back into the hobby with the console that I enjoyed the most, being the N64. So I found a local retro game shop near me, No, mousy. And went down there one day. He had an N64 and a couple of games, so I picked it up along with Banjo-Kazooie and I think Ocarina of Time. Whoa, no, there's a fox. Foxes, run away. Yeah, so that's kind of where I went. And then I kind of went onto Wikipedia and a few other game sites and went to look for games that... a game list for everything on the N64, and just sort of made a little list of the games that I had growing up. And I thought, okay, so I'm going to try and seek out those games and kind of rebuild the collection. Now that I'm an adult, now that I can afford to buy games without worrying too much about, you know... Oh, I need to attack him first. Come here. Oh, come on, sheep. Don't be like that. There we go. Yeah, so I started there. So since then, since the beginning of this year, I've really been, you know, scouring eBay, local second-hand shops, computer exchange, those types of places, and trying to fill out that list of games. That list of games that I had as a child to... Why has the teleporter not activated? To... What am I missing? Let's have a quick look at the mission brief. Big machine, play around with it, see what happens, and bring back something soft and fluffy to hug. Yeah, that is what I have. Or maybe it's not a sheep. Maybe I have to get something else. Maybe it was one of those foxes. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, so I can't do anything else with that. Yeah, and picking up the N64 and those games, it's great. You know, I found myself falling into the trap of only playing the super popular games, though, right? So I immediately started playing Ocarina of Time, Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, all obviously fantastic games, but I don't think I'm going to be able to take on a fox with a sheep. But, you know, I remember this game from my youth and thought, well, I would really like to replay that. And this video format gives me exactly the motivation I need to pick the games that aren't just, you know, the super common ones or the super popular ones. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why I am playing this one today. So what is in my collection at the moment? Well, I have what do I have? Maybe about 30 N64 games. Uh-oh. That was bad. That was not what I wanted. I have about 30 N64 games. As I said, mostly the super popular ones. You know, the ones that everybody gets hold of. The Zeldas, the Mario Kart, all the different Mario sports games, all that stuff. But then a lot of these ones, which perhaps aren't as well known or aren't as fondly remembered, but hold a special place for me, you know, a special place in my heart, just because of they reminded me of my youth and of the games I used to play and enjoy. Right, what are we doing here? Raise bridges, grow some carrots, switch off the electric fence. Job done. Since then, I have also gone and picked up a few other systems. Dreamcast was another major console for me that I... Oh, okay. To redo that one. Yeah, another console that I really, really enjoyed. So I had to pick up one of those. Haven't got quite as many games for that one, but I've been picking up some of my favourites. There's Sonic Adventures, Shenmue, obviously, Phantasy Star Online, and of course all of the many, many great beat-em-ups that came out on that system as well. So yeah, I've also managed to pick up a GameCube recently and some games for that. That was just a system that I had one I actually picked up a Panasonic Q when spending some time in Hong Kong, and that was a mistake. Yeah, so I had one back in the day, but I never had that many games for it. I played, the super popular ones. I had Eternal Darkness and Wind Waker and stuff, but I actually missed out on a lot of really good ones. Like, whoa, I need to watch out for that ram. I missed out on a lot of good ones. I never played Mario Sunshine. Was it Mario Sunshine? Yeah, Mario Sunshine. That was one that I actually missed out on at the time. So that's going to be a game that I definitely want to revisit and actually give it a proper go. And I feel like I probably missed out on a great game at the time. I've also recently picked up a Saturn and got some games for that. Again, another console that I missed out on back in the day. I had a PlayStation instead. So I'm definitely gonna spend some time playing that one. Oh, I can't get out there. I have to go back this way. Do I have to go back this way? I do. So I mean, looking back over the systems, what is my favourite one? Well, I mentioned that, obviously, that the N64 is probably my favourite, just because of where it was in my life and, the fond memories I have of it as a child. As for favourite games, I mean, I'm a massive... how do I get these carrots? I have to grow them. I'm a massive RPG fan. So, Ocarina of Time was great. But I really like 3D platformers as well. So I played a lot of Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64. Banjo-Tooie was one that I never had growing up, so that's one that I focused on. So I picked up a copy of that local games market that we had before lockdown. So I'm really looking forward to playing that one, because I didn't get the chance to when I was younger. So I mean that's pretty much where I am with my collecting at the moment. Where my focus is, and really these videos are, as I said, just going to be about me giving myself a reason to go back and to play some of these games that I've bought since collecting, but I have maybe only booted just to see. Ooh. I need to try and trap that dog, I think. Come on, doggy. I think I died. That is unfortunate. He turned into a fluffy marshmallow on the floor. Oh, he seems terribly upset by this. Ooh, got a new biome. So what am I looking for at the moment? Oh no, it squashed a penguin. Don't worry, little guy, I can save you. Oh, what have we got? Stats for the penguin. I mean, obviously ice. So he can jump and has a snowball attack. Obviously it is very small and light. Okay, let's have a look. There's my snowball. There's my jump. He's got a little umbrella when he falls. Let's try that again. Oh no, it's a parachute. What am I... Take it, Snow Fox. No! It's very difficult to aim. Oh no. That Snow Fox is munching me good. I'm going to see if I can swap to this other penguin. I got squashed. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna continue filling out my Nintendo 64 collection for a while. Maybe pick up a few other Dreamcast games. But yeah, look, if this sort of series interests you, if you you know, like the thought of me chatting nonsense while playing one of my old retro games, then that's great. I mean, let me know if you've got any recommendations of things that you would like to see me play next. Then, of course, yeah, let me know that as well. Obviously, it's slightly limited to what I've got in my collection at the moment, but otherwise, I'm just going to be picking whatever takes my fancy on any given week and rolling with that. But yeah. Anyway, I have been Quinn Retro Fur. I hope you have enjoyed this brief look around Space Station Silicon Valley on the Nintendo 64. And my nonsensical ramblings around my current gaming collection. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks all. Bye.